is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trevette.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Defined in the OED: a hostile takeover. Plays. The elements. Signs and symbols. And sitcom siblings by show. Where do we begin, Player 1? The director of an orchestra or chorus? It's Player 1. Good for you! Player 1. A lofty tower forming part of a church. Player 1. Yes. Please pick again. A large, many-celled berry with a leathery yellow, orange, or red rind. It's Player 1. Yeah, good. Select again. A road junction designed so that traffic streams do not intersect. Player 1. That's it. Player 1. To move from site to site on the Internet. Player 1. Right. Player 1. Choose again. Enjoy the Sleep in Heaven Youth Hostel or the Newhound Boat Hostel in this capital of Denmark. It's Player 2. That is correct. Player 2. I'm sure the Red Bus Hostel is fine, but the Mellow Mood Central Hostel caught my eye in this capital of Hungary. Player 1. That is correct. A lot of clues. Do the Funky Chicken Hostel or the Butterfly Villa Hostel in this Romanian capital. Yes, Player 1. Yep. Please pick again. It's off to the Hans Brinker Budget Hotel or Dirty Nellie's Inn. Sounds inviting. In this major European city. It's Player 2. Yes. Okay, let's get back. Surf the Internet Hostel or the Marriott Hostel. Note the lack of an extra R and T in Marriott. In this Bulgarian capital. Yes, Player 1. That is correct. All right, let's get back into the... You might need a learner's permit to watch Paula Vogel's Pulitzer Prize play, How I Learned to Do This. Player 3. Right. Player 3. The play Spinning into Butter explores political correctness at a small college in this Green Mountain state. Okay, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1. Moonlight and Magnolias depicts the epic struggle to turn this novel into a 1939 film. Okay, Player 1. Good. Player 1. Matthew Burnett turned this Our Town playwright's novel, Theophilus North, into a play. Let's hear it, player 3. You are correct. Player 3. In 2006, New Yorkers awoke to find his 1935 play, Awake and Sing, back on Broadway. It's player 2. Yes. Player 2, start us. Because sound travels 2.7 times faster in this gas than in air, inhaling it makes your voice higher. Yes, player 1? Yes. Player 1, neon, argon, and radon are among these gases formerly called rare or inert. It's player 2. Yep. Player 2. Superman knows its atomic number is 36. Okay, player 2. You got it. Player 2. This very hard metal is named for the children of Uranus and Gaia. Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct. Player 1, you start. Harold Kroto and others found this common element had a new molecular form, the fullerene. It's player 3. You got it. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. Make a selection. The star on Nevada's flag is this metallic color because it represents Nevada's state mineral. Yes, player 3? That's it. We return to you. A sheaf of this grain symbolizes what else? Agriculture on Ohio's state seal. Okay, player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. Kelly?
In the 21st century, International Morse code added its first new character in decades. It combines A and C to symbolize this sign.
Yes, player 2. That's correct. Player 2. Not the Easter, but the prairie type of this flower is the floral emblem of Saskatchewan. Okay, player 3. That's right. Way to go. A lot of clues. From the Latin for triple leaf, it's the name of the official Girl Scout emblem. Okay, player 1. Yes. Player 1, make a selection, please. Jodie Sweetin, Candace Cameron, Mary Kate, and Ashley Olsen. Player 2. Right. Player 2, Justin Burfield, Eric Pear Sullivan, Frankie Muniz. Player 1. That is correct. Okay, let's get back into this. Answer, the Daily Double. And you have the lead, player 1. Please select your wager. Answer this. Taron Noah Smith, Zachary Ty Bryan, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. That puts you even further ahead. You again, player 1. Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, Portia de Rossi. Let's hear it, player 2. Correct. And here's the $1,000 clue. Ralph Carter, Bernadette Stannis, Jimmy Walker. Yes, player 3? Right. Player 3 is going first in the Double Jeopardy round, which starts after this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. What I really want to do is direct. The Vatican. It happened on April 2nd. Ain't we got pun? Fictional characters. And D in science. All right, let's get back into this. Player 3 has control of the board. He designed titles for silent films before he made us scream over birds and psychos. Let's hear it, player 1. Yeah, good. Okay, let's get back. Years before directing Batman and Robin, he had been a costume designer for Woody Allen, who encouraged him to direct. It's player 2. Right you are. Where do we begin? This dancer and choreographer turned director for the Broadway musical Redhead, which starred Gwen Verdon. Yes, player 2. Yep. This playwright gave Jessica Lange a big role when he directed the film Far North. Maybe he was a fool for love. Okay, player 1. Yeah. Right you are. Player 1. No slouch as an artist himself, Julian Schnabel directed the 1996 film about this Haitian-American graffiti artist. Let's hear it, player 1. Yeah. Right. You get to pick again, player 1. Crispin of Viterbo was the first one of these created by John Paul II. It's player 2. Correct. All right, let's get... You may not use cell phones or felt-tip pens when researching in the secret these. It's player 3. Hey, you're right. Player 3. The 4 papal these churches include St. Peter's and St. John Lateran. Yes, player 3. Good. Please pick again. The Inventario Manoscritti room is part of this Vatican building. Let's hear it, player 2. Yes. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. That's it. One of the daily doubles. You are currently in second place. What are you going to wager? Okay, here is the clue. The faithful can make offerings via cash or credit card to the fund called This Man's Pence. Yes. Player 2, back to you for our next selection. 1865. Jefferson Davis and most of his cabinet flee this capital city. It's player 1. That's correct. Where do we begin, player
1917.
1? He asks the U.S. Congress for a declaration of war on Germany. Yes, player 3? Good. Player 3, start us. 1810. He marries Archduchess Marie-Louise of Austria. Let's hear it, player 3. Right. You get to pick again, player 1930. He is proclaimed the Emperor of Ethiopia. Yes, player 1? Yes. Player 1? 1453. Mehmed II begins his siege of this city. It would fall 8 weeks later. Okay, player 3? Yeah, good. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection. A scholarly paper on punning restaurant names was titled Do Drop In and This Vegetable Entertain You. Okay, player 1. Right. Player 1. A presidential exhibit at the National Postal Museum was called This to the Chief. It's player 2. Yes. Player 2. You're in command. About comparing a pair of beetles, a punchline in Master and Commander is choose the lesser of two these. Let's hear it, player 2. Good for you. You again, player 2. 8 months pregnant, Jolie Fisher did a cabaret act entitled From Here to This. It's player 1. Correct. Player 1, start us. Punning on Glenn Miller, a 1985 film with Gina Davis as a vampire was called This 65000. Let's hear it, player 2. Right. Player 2, make a selection, please, as we continue. In The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Lucy gets into an old wardrobe and discovers this magical land. Okay, player 3. Good for you. Player 3. Snip, Snap, and Snurr, who star in a series of books, are brothers from this Scandinavian country. Let's hear it, player 1. You got it. Player 1, you start. Answer. The other Daily Double. And you have the lead. Player 1, give us a wager. And the clue. In the grim tale, The 12 Dancing Princesses, 12 sisters dance so much that they wear out these every night. That puts you even further ahead. We return to you, player 1. This orphan befriends a goatherd named Peter when she's sent to live with her grandfather in the Swiss Alps. Let's hear it, player 3. That is correct. Player 3. She's the title heroine of Green Gables in a classic 1908 book. Player 3. Right you are. We return to you, player 3. It's the more common name for solid CO2. Let's hear it, player 2. Good. All right, let's get back into dumbbell front raises. Strengthen and tone these large muscles that cover the shoulder. Okay, player 3. Right you are. Player 3. Ah, well, it's the area of light winds and calms in equatorial regions. How depressing. Let's hear it, player 3. Good for you. We return to you, player
With a
3.
diameter averaging about 7 miles, it's the smaller of Mars's 2 moons.
Yes, player 2.
Yeah!
That's it. Here's the $2,000 clue.
A chemical engineering book named for this process is subtitled Mass Transfer in Fluid Systems.
It's player 3. Right you are. All 3 of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Here's the Final Jeopardy category.
Household products.
What are you going to wager? And now the final clue.
According to its earliest ads, 0.56% of this product was made up of carbonates, mineral matter, and uncombined alkali.
Let's see your response. And that correct response will add... Let's see your response. And that correct response will add... And your response? And that correct response will add... Congratulations, player 1. You're the winner. So long.